and welcome to another video tutorial with Marklinofsweden. Today we're going to build one of those wooden sheds with a corrugated plate roof. With a sparsely placed planking so the light shines through and gives that beautiful view if you look from the inside. So a bit more effort, but also a whole lot more performance in the end. We'll be using a cutting tool for the planks like this. I have a tutorial on how to make one of these if you cannot figure it out just by seeing it. If you just building this shed in planks, then you probably don't need to make the tool. It will not be worthwhile. Then you can cut the planks with a steel scale and razor blade instead. But if you're doing a lot of planks for a sawmill industry, or if you plank face fencing and stuff like that, then a tool can pay off in the end. So, not much more to say about it than just to get to it.
This is a 1.5mm thick sheet. I sliced this 1.5mm sheet into 45mm long section, which corresponds to about 5 meter length lumber. And then it's just to start the cutting. And as you see, it's quick and we produce a lot of planking quite quickly with this tool. Planking, which is supposed to be part of sheds and things that will be aged, is dyed into a mix of burnt umber, black, white and yellow. Plus a lot of water, of course. I keep that in a small container so I can dip a bunch of plankings at the same time. I dip half of the planks once and half twice. The plank to the left is dipped once and the one to the right twice. The vertical beams in the shed is made from a 3mm thick balsa sheet. So those pillars or beams are 3mm square. The other beams are cut from the 1.5mm thick balsa sheet and is about 4mm wide. I aged them using the same type wash I dipped the planks in previously, so I get the same kind of color tone onto the beams. Then I carefully remove the plankings from the kind of plate where I had them to dry. I arrange the planks against the liner like this. I dip my finger into PVA glue, which is wood glue, and I put that onto one of the horizontal beams and fix that to all the planks at the same time. And same procedure with the upper beam. The outside as well as the inside of the wall will at this point be kind of rough. This is removed with a piece of steel wool like this. With the horizontal beams in place, I now assemble the vertical beams made from 3mm square balsa. You can either use PVA glue like I do here or fast set glue. Any excess glue is removed with a razor blade or a piece of wood. See here, now we have this kind of half transparent type looking wall. Very nice. Same procedure is for the short walls. I assemble the horizontal beams, and then once they're ready, I cut the excessive parts off. With this done, it's time for assembly. So I assemble the short walls to the long wall with the pillar as the contact point. This can either be used by PVA glue or as with a fast set glue if you're a bit more impatient and want things done more quickly. This is what it looks like with the walls in place. Time to assemble the beams which will hold the roof in place. The roof I'm using is molded from PVA glue. I have a separate tutorial how to do these. It's really nice because you can mold them real thin and get also that corrugated look on the inside. I paint both the inside and the outside of the roof with Humbrol 27001. It's a kind of metal shine look. And then I start the aging with acrylic powder, which is scraped off from dry acrylic cryons. And I have kind of irregular spread on over the whole roof. If I want to do something more specific on a part of the roof, I mask using like anything, in this case 3 balsa sheets, and then I seal the powder with isopropanol. The brush and the isopropanol will create streaks very similar to what you see on a plate roof, and will also dissolve and fix it to the roof. Now it's time to weather the outside walls. Here I use a grayish wash first to get a kind of flat natural gray tone on the entire outside of the shed, and then I go for a bit of a black acrylic powder, which I'm making streaks using the same isopropanol as before, and then I add white. I start on the bottom end of the shed where it typically is more whitish than further up, and then I just repeat this process until I get the desired result.
Well, not so bad. And not so much work, just a bit more than if you're doing a plastic kit. You have to paint that twice and cut all the pieces from the frames and glue it all together. So I don't know, a bit more of course, but it's nice to make something scratch built now and then too. So, alright, if you liked the video, please help me by giving it a thumbs up. If you want to stay tuned and see more of the videos that's been published on this channel, please subscribe to the channel and you will get a notification once next video goes live. Until that happens, see ya!
Marklinofsweden is also available on the following media platforms: mrrtutorials.com, complete video listings sorted under topic. Facebook, here you find the latest and greatest with Marklinofsweden. All new videos are also published here. Instagram, snapshot from the miniature world. Pinterest, links to cool miniature stuff. And Google+. Here you will also find the latest and greatest as well as new video releases.